Hello everyone from Tony the Scout Ghost. Today we're going to talk about OpenXR. OpenXR is a standard by the Kronos Group that creates interoperability between different AR and VR systems. This means that thanks to it, you can create an application once and deploy it everywhere. It works both on the Oculus Runtime, on Steam VR, and Windows Mixed Reality. For me as a developer, this is a super cool thing. So I can just build once and then deploy it everywhere. So it's super comfortable. Um, I'm just started experimenting with it since I just transitioned to Unity 2021 LTS. And I want to show you how I have built for OpenXR, give you some suggestions or some things that I have noticed are a bit problematic, and also especially how to test this OpenXR integration on the different platforms. So it's going to be a pretty simple video, I think, but can be very useful for you developers. So let's dig into it. So this tutorial is about Unity, and I guess you already know Unity if you're watching this video, but the version that I've used for all my tests is this one, the LTS 2021.3.5 F1. I know that there are some other bugs in the 3.6, so it's slightly different, so I will just stick for this one. And I've installed it using both Android and Windows build targets. So this has been my installation of Unity. If you have different versions of Unity, things may change a bit, of course, but I guess as more or less things will be the same. After you have installed Unity and of course the Unity Hub, I'm not going to develop an application. I'm going to download an application, exactly this one, the XR Interaction Toolkit examples. I will leave you, of course, a link here below. That provide already an application with full interaction for you. This is an advantage because otherwise we should build something of our own and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. With this one, I can guarantee it works and it offers both the VR vision but also interactions with the controllers already out of the box. So let's download the code. You can decide if cloning it with Git, or otherwise you can just download the zip, very easy, and find it on your disk, and then you can of course unzip it and open it in Unity. So this is the zip that I've just downloaded. Of course, you can unzip it and obtain these XR Interaction Toolkit examples, and inside there are AR and VR directories. So what you have to do is basically, of course, to unzip this. So let me just rename it because I've already downloaded it. So of course there was a name mismatch. So I just added some characters in the end. And then let me open it into Unity. Again, let me rename it. Let's say VR tutorial because I've already a project called VR. So otherwise it's a big mess. So open project from disk, download this one, VR tutorial, and add project. So the project is here. The project wants to open with Unity 2019, but I will force it to open to the latest one. And this will require some change of version. There will be lots of pop-ups asking me if I'm okay to convert it, if I'm okay to convert the materials, if I'm okay to convert lots of stuff. I'm okay. So whatever pop-up you will see, there will be these confirmations asking you stuff. So please just accept everyone. I will skip all these parts just to not make the video too boring. Accept whatever asks you if you are sure to do this conversion. Okay, we are finally here in Unity and there are some errors, but it's quite normal with Unity. And I suggest you to open the scenes folder and open the world interaction demo. And this is an interaction scene, as the name says, that lets you grab objects and move around the scene with teleporting, trying the stuff of the XR interaction tool. So I can guarantee it works and quite well. And notice that it uses the new action system, the new input system. You see there is actions that are mapped in a file, and this is a typical action file of the new interaction system. So it's been all configured by Unity. So it's not the previous one. This XR origin, if you are familiar with XR interaction toolkit, is an action-based one. I'm telling you this now because it will be interesting later. So we don't have to do anything on the development side because this is a building tutorial. We already have a working project. So now you do file build settings, and there is already the scenes to build is this one. Perfect. And notice something I want you to notice going to the package manager is that Unity has already updated all the packages. So the XR interaction toolkit is already at the latest possible version. There are some that is maybe a minor version difference, but just to show that taking this project from 2019 doesn't mean that we have the old packages. We have the new one. That's also why it's interesting to use this one as a demo. So now, if you do a player settings and you go to the XR plugin management, you notice that there is OpenXR. And this may be okay if you come from Unity 2020, but if you're like me, very used to Unity 2019 until a few months ago, you could be surprised because it was not available before. So to build for OpenXR, you just uncheck the Oculus and check OpenXR. This shouldn't surprise you. Remember, it's always in XR plugin management tab of the player settings, of the build settings window. So these are the project settings. You can also access them from the edit menu. XR plugin management, you select for PC, OpenXR. So it means that for PC, we want to build for OpenXR now because this is a PC tag, this is the Android tag. So the PC tag is also one used inside the editor if you are on PC, of course. OpenXR has an error, and the problem is that here we have not defined what are the interaction profiles. So what kind of controllers do we want to support? Since I use Quest plus Link, I will select Oculus Touch Controller profile. And notice that here OpenXR now has not any error anymore. So this is working, and now we can already test it. So let me take my Quest plus Link. Hopefully I don't destroy my house while doing that. And let's test immediately if this works, because it's really as simple as that. So this is my Quest. Let me move these windows and select that I want the Oculus link. Okay, the link is working, so let me hit play. So it switched to the game scene. You see the headset is working, the controllers are working. So I can grab objects, I can recast these ones and throw them and blah blah blah. So I can do a few things. Everything is working, recasting, controllers. We're super happy about that. So, and this was the easy part. So building for OpenXR just requires that you hit OpenXR here. So you may have other questions like, can I also build for the Quest with OpenXR? And things like that. So let me give you some suggestions about OpenXR. So first of all, I noticed that if instead of using OpenXR, you use the Oculus plugin with the action-based XR origin, you may have problems. So let's see if it works. You see that are not the controllers in front of me. They're there on the floor. This is super weird. But the Oculus plugin, the Oculus XR plugin is going to work if your XR origin is device-based. So for action-based and build for Rift and Steam, whatever, use OpenXR. The second thing is that if you add the Oculus utilities, OpenXR is not going to work anymore. So let me go to the package manager. Let's go to my assets and look for Oculus. Let me show you this because it's very tricky. So I look for Oculus integration, import, and now I'm going to import the Oculus package and accept all the conditions and everything. And also Unity will ask if I want to update everything, blah blah blah, accept everything. And also I'm importing only the VR folder of the package just to not waste too much time, and like this. So you notice that here there is all of this stuff that is totally useless. So specializer, platform, blah blah. I just import VR in the project settings, and I will accept importing, accept all the dialogues, and see you in a while. Okay, we're back, and there is this interesting dialogue. I say, should I enable OpenXR features? Okay, let's enable them. And then let's hit play again. Sorry, let me move these windows. So let's hit play again. And you can see that again the controllers are on the floor. Now there is the rotation of the controllers, but there is not the position. It's super weird again. And so the Oculus plugin breaks. I've noticed that there's someone online complaining about it. This person, Magnolisa, and he or she finds that had to revert to Unity 2020 to fix this bug. So I guess it's a bug that is going to be solved, that it's really a big nuisance. This means that if you can't basically use the Oculus integration using OpenXR. So the only solution to this problem is really to disable this flag or to remove entirely all the Oculus VR integration, because it's the same. Since you don't have this flag, you can't use the features of the VR integration of Oculus inside Unity. So now everything works again if I hit play, but the problem, the big nuisance, is that every time you hit play from now on, you will receive this annoying window asking you to enable again the flag. You have to hit cancel, okay, and then every time you hit play, you have this annoying flag. So this is something that is anyway necessary because you can't use at the moment Oculus XR feature. We hope that Unity and Oculus will fix this problem quite soon, because I think it's quite a not good one, to be honest. Another thing that I want to show you is the documentation of Unity about OpenXR. And you notice that it lists the platforms it is compatible with. And notice that it says that in Oculus PC plus Link, the Oculus integration features are not available. And on Quest, apart from that, it also says not yet recommended for production. So this is quite interesting, because when you have to build for Android, my suggestion, in fact, is to use the plugins of the vendors, the Oculus one and the Pico XR one if I build them from Pico Neo. There is also one for Vive and so on. The reason is OpenXR for Quest is available but not advised. Myself, I had some glitches when using it, like I made a build and the first one didn't work or things like that. And second reason is that many of the vendors, like even Pico, the most credible competitor of Meta in this moment, doesn't support OpenXR yet. So I wasn't able to build with OpenXR for Pico. I tried to build, but the application didn't work at all. So my suggestion, if you're building for PC, use OpenXR. If you're building for Android, in this moment, use still Oculus and Pico plugin, because these are the ones that can guarantee more stability for you and what they're doing. Now the question may be how to test application inside Unity, how to press play and make it work. Well, the answer is press play. Yeah, you can imagine it's not that difficult. You have seen it before. I press play and everything worked. But probably the best question is how to test the different runtimes inside Unity, because in OpenXR an application can work on Oculus runtime or SymVR runtime. So how to make it work on the different runtimes in Unity? Well, it's possible, and the answer is all here in XR Plugin Management OpenXR. You see, Play Mode OpenXR runtime. It is system default. So in this case, it runs with with Oculus because it's my system default. If here I can change, I can use Oculus OpenXR against SteamVR. Let's see what happens if I put SteamVR. So I press play. There is some usual annoying dialogue, but in the meantime you see the SteamVR is loading. And now there is the annoying dialogue. Let's say okay. And now you see it's working, everything works. It's super perfect. But in SteamVR, you see the SteamVR is running the XR Interaction Toolkit VR examples. So this is how you test the different runtimes inside the play mode. That is very important. You have to test different headsets with different runtimes and OpenXR application in Unity. Okay, now the final question is how to build this application. Well, again, is you have always built application Unity, you go here, you press build, and you can build for Android, for Windows. Being very careful of the various settings. For instance, to build for Quest, you have to specify ELCPP, EL2CPP runtime, and ARM64 architecture, linear color space, etc. etc. For Windows, you can choose whatever you want, and you hit build, and you build the application. And this is pretty easy, straightforward. It's what you have always done. But again, there is a better question. Once you have the build, how do you execute it with different runtimes? Well, let me answer to it. So first of all, let's build it. And let's build this application and see where it goes. So this is one of the build I made of this application. And if I run it, you see that it gets in the Oculus runtime. There is no clear way that I can show you this, but everything works, of course, but you see no SteamVR here below. So you see that there is no SteamVR, and so it's running to Oculus. Um, but how to run it then to Steam? Because of course sometimes maybe you want to try it also inside Steam. And I tried different methods, running it to a Steam Link or via SteamVR, nothing works. Well, let me explain to you why. The reason is that in OpenXR you have one active runtime every time inside your operating system. So in this case, on my computer, this runtime is Oculus. That's why whatever Steam application, in OpenXR application I run on my PC, it gets run by the Oculus runtime. The good news is that you can change it, but you have to change it going to the settings of the various runtimes. So for Steam, for instance, I have to run SteamVR, and once SteamVR is open, you just go here, sorry for the Italian language, you select settings, you activate the advanced settings, you see developer here, so repository is developer, and here there is set SteamVR as the OpenXR runtime. And I can click, and now that I click here and I approve it on the operating system, notice that if I run this application, it gets run to SteamVR. You see, it has changed the name because it's being run via SteamVR. So now whatever application I run, it gets run through SteamVR. If I want to change again, I have to go to the Oculus application, to the settings, general, OpenXR runtime. And again, I set Oculus as the active one. And now whatever I run is again get run to Oculus. And that's it for everything you have to know about building an OpenXR with Unity. We've seen how to build it, how to playtest it with different runtimes, how to run the application on different runtimes, and also some tricks, how to make sure that everything works. So I have just two final things to say on my opinion about OpenXR in Unity. The first negative one is that um, I don't know how to say. I see it like still as it is a beta because There are some settings that sometimes work, sometimes not. Sometimes you switch between Oculus and OpenXR in the plugin management of Unity caches. On Oculus Quest is not production ready. Not all standalone headsets supported, blah blah blah. So it's still not perfect. Let's be honest, there's still a lot of things to do. But the second thing, the cool one, is that actually, when it works, like on PC now works, it's great because you really have one executable and it runs on all possible runtimes. Just one executable. So I really could build once and deploy everywhere. This is something amazing for me. So I'm very happy that this OpenXR thing is being built and is being implemented, but I really would like it to be implemented even faster because it's something that I think that the ecosystem truly needs to have more, equality inside all the players, more opportunities for the users also. So this is what I think about this cool OpenXR standard. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe to this channel. And I wish you a great day in AR and VR with OpenXR. Bye bye.